Welcome on in, everybody. It's time for another one. Welcome to our live watch along as the Washington Capitals get set to take on the Chicago Blackhawks from I think is it still the United Center? I'm pretty sure it's still the United Center. I always think of it as the United Center because of the Bulls back in the 90s. But welcome as we get ready. Caps and Blackhawks tonight from Chicago. The good news and the bad news, if you haven't heard yet, Nicholas Backstrom is set to start his first game of the season. Finally, fully recovered for that hip injury. He's going to be skating on the front line or on the top line with Alex can't talk tonight. Ovechkin and Alexei Protas. The bad news is that Evgeny Kuznetsov, for the third time now, has gotten COVID. We get good koozie and we get bad koozie. I guess tonight is a little bit of bad koozie. So he's in COVID protocol right now, along with almost half of the Washington football team. Again, delighted to have you with us. Feel free to drop a comment here as well as a like and a subscription. I see we got a bunch of folks already here. Front Row Productions checking on in. Hello from Washington, D.C. Yes, also known as the Swamp. Thank you for that. Matty D is online with us as well. What do you say, Matty D? Hoping to get a Caps win tonight. And if anybody wants to drop a prediction up here, Habs fan says 3-2 Washington tonight and 2 goals for Ovechkin. But that is not the... Jacob is also here. And Jacob, who, by the way, let's all give it up for Jacob. Okay? Jacob logged into the stream and was actually here waiting for us about 5 hours ago. I mean, you talk about a big game player. You know, Jacob doesn't play around. He takes this stuff seriously. So, Jacob, hats off to you for being logged in and being here at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think you beat the players to the ice. Let's see what else we got. Front Row says the tests are fake. Well, Front Row, they may be fake. They may not be fake. All I know is the league says that Kuznetsov can't play tonight. That's a shame because Peter Laviolette said before that he was not going to break up the top line. He was going to keep Kuzi up there because he and Ovechkin have been playing so well together. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lineups here as we get ready for things to start. Your lineups tonight, I will go through all of the lines. So, first line here for both teams, it's Ovechkin, Lars Eller on the front line, on the first line. Okay. I thought it was going to be Backstrom, but I guess they want to kind of ease Backstrom into it. Ovechkin, Eller, and Protas, Faravari and Carlson, and, of course, your goaltender tonight, Ilya Samsonov. I should have mentioned it's Ilya Samsonov and Marc-Andre Fleury in goal tonight. Patrick Kane, Stone, and Dylan Strome, Patrick Kane, and Alex DeBrincat on the first line for the Hawks with DeHaan and Jones as your defensemen. TJ Oshie, Nicholas Backstrom, Connor Sheary. Second line, Orlov and Jensen on the defense. And for the Hawks, it's Brandon Hagel, Jonathan Toews, and our old friend, Brett Connolly from the Stanley Cup team, the Stanley Cup championship team. They're on the wing tonight. Jones and Murphy are your two defensemen with that pairing. Third line is Connor McMichael, Michael Scarabosa, and Daniel Sprong, who's getting to Jersey tonight. Justin Schultz and Trevor Riemsdyk. Van Riemer back out of COVID protocol. So good to see him there. And then for the Blackhawks, it's Kurstov, Kirby, Dotch, and Kabalik with Stillman and McCabe, Riley Stillman and Jack McCabe there along the back line. And then your final lines of the night, Beck Mallinson, Nick Dowd back in the lineup as well after clearing COVID protocol. Entwistle, Slavin, and Carpenter on that fourth line for the Blackhawks. Again, Ilya Samsonov in goal, 11-2-1 with a 2.47 goals against average now. He is taking on Marc-Andre Fleury. I would say we're probably about 5 minutes from getting started here. Jacob, my mistake, Jacob. I stand corrected. 4 hours and 49 minutes early. I stand corrected, Jacob, but not bad. Let's see. So Jacob's off school all week because 3 kids got COVID. So the wise people of Canada shut the entire school down. Hey, it's one of those things. What can you do? I guess all of you guys heard. Which province was it? But you got a province up there in Canada. Is it Ontario? I think it's Ontario. They're going to start, I guess, Saturday? They're going to start limiting the amount of people inside, and that includes for the Raptors and the Leafs. So fingers crossed. Let's hope that they get it, that this subsides rather quickly, because I'd really love seeing the fans back in there, not to mention the fact that if any of you are Washington football team fans, we know that they've got 17 guys in protocol right now. Marc-Andre Fleury's off to a somewhat slow start, 1 loss wise, just 8-10-0, but a great goals against average of 279. So this ought to be a good one here tonight. Caps fans, of course, remember Fleury from the Stanley Cup Finals back in 2009. I'm sorry, in 2018, doing two things at once. I was reading another comment of Jacob's there. Okay, I can respect that, Jacob. Not a problem. So that's what we got here tonight. I don't know how much time we've got until face-off. Looks like we got a couple of minutes here. Let me pop the scoreboard off here for a second. Was just talking a couple of minutes ago, obviously, about the fact that Nick Dowd is back in the lineup for the Caps tonight. And a little bit earlier, if I can get this up. So Dowder was one of the guys that talked before the game tonight. So I figured you may want to hear some pregame comments from Nick Dowd saying that, yeah, all in all, he's excited to get back on the ice.
How you feeling, man?
Good. Better now.
Yeah.
So feeling good. Happy to be back. I got lucky, a couple skates under my belt before we had to
probably if I actually share this.
What was it like in the first couple days? Were you
help.
like symptomatic, like with this? That's why I kind of led to.
Whoops.
Is that why it led to what?
I guess he was
right,
being
hang on
out
one
once because he
second.
felt
I'll get Dowd back.
Yeah. I mean, basically,
I get the right
I tested negative all the way up to the point of, Friday morning or whatever it is, and then at that point, you test and they pull you right out of the group as soon as the positive comes back, and then kind of retest a couple times over a various amount of days just to make sure that nothing goofy happened, and then kind of go into protocol and spend time at home. And but yeah, I mean, we were fortunate. Obviously, I had the vaccine and stuff, and then we were fortunate that I was the only one in my family that tested positive. And it wasn't too bad for me. It was just, like probably a really bad head cold. I describe it as, something that I probably, in a regular world would have been playing through without thinking about it. But
Right.
Yeah. So.
When you think about just how you're around these guys, like the whole team doesn't get it, your family doesn't get it, you're in the same house, same cars,
Yeah.
Just how weird the whole thing is, who tests positive and who doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I want to get into it, but it's just it's a weird virus, and I think it's tough to talk about because so many people fare so differently.
Right.
Like our experience compared to people that may have lost family members is it's just tough to talk about because it's just so many people have just had so many different experiences with it, and fortunately ours was not severe. So
when you sorry, go ahead.
From a personal standpoint, having missed games a couple of times previously this season, how frustrating was it because you guys were just sort of hitting your stride before
yeah, that was tough. I mean, obviously I had the the lower body, and so I was out for about 10 days, and then came back and played 3 or 4 games, and then had another lower body, came back and played 3 or 4 games, and at that point, I think we played 5 games together finally, Hathai and Hags, and got back, I thought, playing our best hockey that we had all year. And yeah, so to have that happen when it did, especially after the Chicago game, which I thought that was one of our best games of the season, was really frustrating. And then obviously to see that the same thing happen to Hath was tough as well. And but you and I talked in the locker room. It's you have to take whatever benefit you can from it. 10 days, 11 days, whatever it was, helped my other injuries that I was getting through. really, really take time to heal. And, hopefully we'll go from here and be, play every game here on out. So.
What's the vibe in the room right now? I mean, guys are like testing positive on various teams like every 5 minutes now.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have a lot of protocols in place for a reason. And our medical staff does an excellent job of doing this. I mean, there's some things that they just can't control, right? But when we're in the facilities, everything's sprayed down. We're wearing masks. Guys are doing their best to keep their distance from each other as much as you can. But, it's a pandemic. I think we're all going to get this at some point. That's just kind of how viruses work, right? So, but, the unfortunate thing is the timing of it. If you get it in the season, it's so much different than if you get it in the summer or something like that, where it affects people's work. But I think, guys in the NHL are really fortunate, right? Because we have great care. And then, we're fortunate enough to where we still get paid through all of it. And then, we get tested every day and we have a lot of people to help us and our families out. So all in all, I think our medical staff is doing a great job of controlling what they can control and assisting us and our families through all of it. So
are your parents doctors?
My dad was, yeah, he retired. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you talk to him about like stuff? I mean,
no, not really. He's been retired for about 10 years now. So
okay.
It's not too much. Just ask me how I'm feeling and stuff.
Sure.
How did you feel when you came back and I think you skated Sunday?
Yeah, I skated Saturday, Sunday, and then I felt pretty bad. Not from like a longer COVID standpoint, just from like a 10-day.
Yeah.
You take. I mean, in my opinion, you take 3 days off from skating, and you basically feel like you took 10 days off. So, I've been really lucky. I got to skate. I'm going to skate 4 or 5 times before I have to play. So, yeah. So then I'll take another break and then we'll play again.
So you feel better, like the other things that were kind of starting to bother?
Yeah. Everything. Yeah. I mean, everything rested up, right? Like, lower body, soft tissue injuries, all types of stuff. Yeah.
Did you ever lock yourself in a room and stay away from your family?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. I mean, we did the best we could, but, there's just some things you can't control. And you have a 2-year-old running around the house who's aware of what's going on and why isn't dad upstairs and stuff like that. But we did our best and a lot of hand sanitizer was used.
All right, so there you go. That was Nick Dowd earlier today after the morning skate in Chicago. I think we're about 2 or 3 minutes away from face-off. Let me, if you don't mind, I will get our trusty scoreboard back up here in a second so we can have your running stats. Wow, the game is ongoing. I said, wow, the game is ongoing. There we go. Whoa, I'm small. That's a little better. All right. As we get ready for face-off here, I'll just let you know. Coming in record-wise, let's go ahead. Standings. The Blackhawks come into this game with a record that just absolutely cannot be right here on this sheet, and clearly it is not. And let's go on over to the NHL site here. Boy, sorry about that. The internet's been a little bit slow up here. All right. So, anyways, Caps come in with a record of 17-5-6, 40 points. That is tops in the Metropolitan Division. 2 points, by the way, behind the Leafs for the number 1 seed in the conference. The Blackhawks, on the other hand, 10-15-2, 22 points. They are in 7th place in the Central Division, and as you might imagine, well back of the wild card right now. Looks like a fairly decent crowd that we got there in Chicago. Fleury is in his net. Samsonov is in his. Caps are wearing their road whites as usual. The Hawks are wearing the home red jerseys. They are at the center ice, and we are ready to go. And glad all of you are with us as well. Bear Sports, we're glad that you're here. He says, hi, everybody. And hi to you, Bear Sports. Outside with Jay, also here, and he's on the over. I am glad to hear that. All right, Caps with the puck. Defense winds it towards the neutral zone. Backstrom is out there with Ovechkin on the first line, so I was right on that one. And Eller will, at least for a while, be skating with the second line. You'll probably see them kind of mix that up tonight. I wouldn't be surprised to see Lars Eller maybe take Backstrom's spot on the penalty kill. Because you got to limit his minutes somewhat tonight, and I'm sure Peter Laviolette's going to switch it up as they go along here tonight. All right, Jensen along the boards here. Caps have already made their first line change as the Lars Eller line is out there now, and we get another change. As Ovechkin, slapper, deflected by Fleury. A nice save there. And back come the Hawks. That's Jonathan Toews to Hagel. Hagel takes it to the boards. Here come the Caps. Schultz dumps it in. Slapper, saved by Fleury. Blackhawks clear it down. So everybody just getting going here. And we got Michael Scarabosa's line out there now. A little wrist shot, saved by Fleury. Below the goal line, that is Spronger out to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk from the point, no. And a good save by Fleury. So Fleury's getting peppered here early. And we got an offsides. Yeah, you got to like how Laviolette has navigated the way through the first part of the season. I mean, with all the injuries and the COVID, the COVID situations and all, and yet here the Caps are with the second best record in the conference. Shot on goal, saved by Fleury, not once but twice. That was Scarabosa, I think, with the shot there. And the Blackhawks back the other way. All right, there's Connor Sherry on the outlet to Faravari and then up to Backstrom. Oshie's not able to handle it, and the Hawks come back the other way. Kurashev, good speed, gets behind the goal. Jensen takes it away from him. And here come the Caps the other way. Oshie, outlet pass. Was he on sides? Eller? No, he was not. So we will have face-off in the neutral zone. Well, there you go, Jacob. I'm happy to hear it. I did not know that he bet against the Golden Knights there. I want to go out and see a Knights game one of these days, Jacob. It looks like it is just banana land there for a game, as you would expect with Vegas. I'm glad that the city is really taking to hockey. It's a great game. Obviously, we all think that, but I'm glad folks in Vegas have fallen in love with it the way all of us have. All right, Blackhawks trying to get out of their own end. Not able to just quite yet. It's Calvin DeHaan with it. He gets it to Patrick Kane. Through center, into the Caps end. Jensen is able to save it. Ovechkin has it taken away in the neutral zone. And we got a penalty call. Hey, Ovi's clean shaven tonight. How about that? He shaved the beard off. And Ovechkin is going to the penalty box, 2 minutes for hooking. Nothing in the first period. I'm going to check here, make sure let's make sure our scoreboard is doing all right. Yep, everything is fine. All right, we'll get you stats, get you running stats up there. But a quick start, as you can see by the Capitals. 4 quick shots here in the first 4.5 minutes of the game. All right, Cap's able to get it in the neutral zone, clear it all the way down, and that's going to run about 20 seconds off of the power play. Hey, Brett Connolly out there on the power play. Always liked Connolly. You know, he was one of those guys who did all the dirty work. Real good role player there. Him, Smith Pelly. Taves looking for a shot, doesn't find it. Kane inside, and a save by Samsonov. Nice. Whew. Then Riemsdyk blocked a shot there. Seth Jones with the puck now. Patrick Kane around the goal. Feeds it down. Taves. Oh, good save by Samsonov there. Because they had a shot. They had an open goal there. To break it with a second really good opportunity, and Samsonov's able to save it. They clear it, catch the Caps on a change, but the Capitals were able to rally on that one. Nice play by Sherry to stop what could have been an odd man rush there. Doc angles in, fires, blocked by Jensen, out of play, and we have got us another face-off. Brett Connolly just had a wide open net and just missed it. And then to break it, had an open net too and missed it. So Cap's getting a little bit lucky there on this power play. 12 seconds left on it, so they win the face-off. They may clear this one. And that ought to clear off that ought to take the power play down to the end. And it does. Slap shot to the cage by the Hawks, though. Ovechkin, other side of it. Shot and saved by Fleury. All right, on the rewind through center. You got Oshie's line out there now. All right, Justin Schultz has it in the corner there. Nicholas Backstrom is trying to dig it out. He can't. Hawks do. Hawks might have themselves a break here. Knob man rush. Jones, feed. Oh, just out of reach of Mackenzie Erstewhile. Now, nice pass. He just couldn't handle it. All right, John Carlson finally corrals it there. Outlet pass to Protas. Back to Van Riemsdyk, and the Caps are on the move. Van Riemsdyk dumps it in. Hawks get it back. Hagel. Canceled out by Carlson, and we're coming back the other way. Connor Sherry, 1 against 2. That's not going to work. I think it was Taves that took it away from him. Connolly on the send in to Seth Jones, but Faravari is able to corral it. There's Carl Hagelin. For some reason, I thought I was like, I hadn't seen him yet out there. I was like, but I knew he was in the lineup. Anyways, Hagelin around the boards, gets it to McMichael. McMichael gets it back to Hagelin. He can't handle it, winds it on around to Faravari. Faravari back around the boards again. And Hagelin's got it behind the goal. To break it, Malenstein trying to fight for it there. Goes back out to center ice. Caps corral it in their end of the ice. Long pass gets through. Fleury bats it back behind the boards. To Brinkett, up to Kane. Riley Stillman takes it in, but has it poked away. 9 minutes in the opening period gone, and we do not have a score as of yet. Connor McMichael dumps it in. Back to center ice. Here come the Hawks. To Brinkett. Kane with a shot, but a great save by Samsonov. He had a wide open net too, and it's back into the Hawks' end of the ice. Boy, they got lucky on that one. Kubalik with it for the Hawks. Is he able to keep it in? He is not. Here come the Caps. Ovechkin has it along the boards. Gets it out to Protas. Protas tries to get it in, but it is an offside. 9:41 into a pretty quick first period here. Nothing. Caps and Blackhawks. Excuse me 1 second. Don't go anywhere. I shall be right back. Promise. Okie dokie, we're back. Sorry about that. Just had to go and let the dog in the other room. So your early stats here. Caps still lead it. Shots on goal, 5-2. Caps have blocked 3 shots. The Blackhawks 2. Marc-Andre Fleury has made 5 legitimate saves here. Only penalty, of course, belongs to the Capitals. Nothing as we are approaching the 10-minute mark of the first period. All right, let's check out some of your. Let's check out some of the comments that come in. Knights tickets at T-Mobile Arena average about $75. That's not bad. I think probably you'd be lucky to find a $75 ticket. I think at Cap One. And yes, City Life is right. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Drop a like for the Watchalong. We got Watchalongs every day here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Sponsored, as always, by our good friends at DraftKings. Go to DraftKings.com. Download the DraftKings app, and you can get yourself you can get $100 in free bets if you make one, and if you bet an NFL game and either team scores a point. So all you need is a safety, and you're in with it. DraftKings.com. Promo code THPN. Also trying to get the DraftKings logo back up there since, they are kind of underwriting this thing. And thank God that they are. We appreciate it. Fleury's record against... Ooh, better not do that. Fleury's record against the Caps is a pretty good one. They had it up on the screen. I was going to read it off to you, and then it disappeared almost as fast as it was up there. All right, 9:50 left in the first period. Still no score. Caps have it frozen against the boards. Brett Connolly of the Hawks amongst those in there in the scrum trying to get it. Hawks get it out. Caps take it away. Sherry looking for somebody. Tries to get it to Oshie. Oshie fans on it. Golden opportunity there. Not able to cash in. Jensen closing. Back the other way. Orlov fakes the slapper. Back to Orlov. Slap shot is blocked. Oh, Oh, Sherry in front. No. Taken away, and the Blackhawks going to clear this one down so that they can regroup. Yeah, cleared it down so they can make a change. Takeaway by the Blackhawks at center ice. Here they come. Little 3-on-2 mini rush there. Kane, Seth Jones, slapper, blocked and out of play, and we'll have a face-off. All right, nothing. We got another stoppage here. 8:51 left in the first period. Again, no score. Hey, also, if you get a chance, check out the Bob Matthews podcast. As you might imagine, you can find it on the Hockey Podcast Network. We've got exclusive locker room access for you from the Capitals behind the scenes, as well as the latest on the Washington football team as they try to make a push towards the playoffs. Of course, the big story out of Washington today is that the Burgundy and Gold have 17 players now on the COVID reserve list, and how many of them actually are unvaccinated? We think just 2. We don't know if the ones that are on that are vaccinated are going to be able to play or not. You need 2 negative tests in a row in order to be reinstated. We'll see what happens.
I need you to take his hand for a second.
All right, looks like we're back and ready to go. Face-off's going to be in the Caps end here. That's interesting. Nicholas Backstrom is 3rd amongst active players in assists with 317 behind Sidney Crosby and Joe Thornton. All right. Hawks with the puck, win the puck off the faceoff. Jones can't handle it. Gets it. Van Riemsdyk with a block. Ooh, that's a dangerous puck in front of the goal. DeHaan over to Jones. Jones in front. Shot. Save by Sammy. Real good save by Sammy. Mallinson's able to clear it out. Blackhawks on a change. Yeah, Gardner Hathaway, if you didn't hear, didn't make the trip. He is in COVID protocol as well. So it's him and Kuznetsov right now that are in COVID protocol. Carpenter plays it to the point. A shot saved by Samsonov, and here come the Caps. Connor Sherry, or Daniel Sprong with a shot saved by Fleury. Rebound won't go either. Yeah, good rush by Spronger. Caps control it in their end. That's Connor McMichael. Up to Sprong again. Sprong loses the puck. DeHaan gets it for the Blackhawks. Hawks coming back the other way. Puck rolls to the doorstep. Easy save there for Samsonov. And we got another penalty. And it's on Daniel Sprong. Yeah, good shift for Spronger. And then right at the end of it there, he takes a holding penalty. Not what you want. All right. Now, we were talking about this earlier. And by the way, thanks for all of the comments coming in. We talked about this earlier, so let's look. It doesn't look like Nicholas Backstrom is out there right now. Again, that's what I figured on the penalty kill. He wasn't going to play. I mean, you can't send him in there for 25, 30 minutes his first game back. Hagelin, Dowd, Jensen, and I can't make out the number of the fourth defender they got out there right now. But what I can make out is that the Caps clear it to the Hawks' end of the ice, and that'll take care of another 10, 15 seconds of this man advantage. To break it. Kane finding Taves. Nothing doing. Well, looks like they were looking for Seth Jones up there at the point. Now they get it to Jones. Jones has it intercepted, and we got a breakaway. Eller. Oh, what a save by Fleury. Boy, Lars Eller intercepted that. That was like a pick six in football, but Marc-Andre Fleury, sensational save there to stop the shorty. Patrick Kane. The return, finding Taves, too much sauce on it. Can't handle it. Behind the boards, cleared. We got 30 seconds left in this power play for the Caps to kill off. 5:40 left, first period. No score between the Capitals and the Blackhawks. Yeah, Tom Wilson, I guess I neglected to point out, although you probably deduced it since you haven't heard his name. Shot by Ovechkin, saved by Fleury. Back out to Ovechkin again, over to Jensen. But anyways, yeah, Tom Wilson made the trip, not able to play though. So one of the reasons you see Daniel Sprong in the lineup tonight. All right, Backstrom gets it in the Caps' end. Up to Sprong at center ice. Sprong weaving through three guys, a shot on net, but Fleury is able to save it. No real problem there. Back come the Blackhawks. And we got an offsides. Eller tried to go. I'm watching the replay of the Eller breakaway. He was trying to go 5-hole on him, and the puck looked like he kind of bounced there right at the end. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Huh? I'm doing okay. I'm glad you're doing well. Just hanging out and watching the Caps, baby. We got a face-off right in front of Marc-Andre Fleury. Doc against Backstrom in the face-off circle. Kirby wins that one, and the Blackhawks clear it. Caps have outshot Chicago 10-5 here in the first period. All right, it's at center ice. Caps dump it into the Hawks end of the ice. You got the Backstrom, Protas, Ovechkin line out there right now. Along the boards, Hawks come away with it. Carpenter barely on sides, but he's able to keep it. Hagel wins it along the boards. Van Riemsdyk gets it, and it's going to trickle out to center ice. Caps on a line change here. Stillman, a long shot, easily saved by Samsonov, who covers up, and we get a face-off. And we got a stoppage in play, 3:34, first period, no score. Let's take a look at the stats one more time. Caps enjoy a 10-5 shots on goal advantage. Not that it is translated into any goals, because it hasn't. Marc-Andre Fleury has made 10 saves here. Caps have taken 2 penalties. They have been able to kill both of them off. Caps are also out hitting Chicago at the moment, 10-5. And the Blackhawks have given the puck away 3 times. The Caps nary a one, not a turnover for them. Again, go and download the Bob Matthews podcast if you would. You can find it on the Hockey Podcast Network's website, as well as at Spotify, iTunes, the iHeartRadio app, pretty much wherever fine podcasts are sold. We would appreciate it. We most definitely would. And as always, the podcast, just like the game here tonight, brought to you by DraftKings. Promo code THPN gets you $100 in free bets when you start up when you open an account and use that promo code. Happy? Yeah, Gretzky is the GOAT, I think I would have to say. But Ovechkin's pretty damn good too. But in addition to the individual stats with Gretzky, it's those 4 Stanley Cups that you also have to take into account. By the way, if any of you are in the DMV or are planning a holiday visit to the nation's capital, Caps have home games the 27th and the 29th. 27th against Ottawa, 29th against Nashville, if you want to get tickets for it. All right, face off in the Caps end. Blackhawks win it. Clear in for Chicago, nothing doing. The Capitals are able to get it back. Center ice, it comes to the Blackhawks. Nothing doing there. Caps defense snuffs it out. Carlson winds it along the boards, gets it to Dowd. Dowd gets it to, is that Oshie there? I can't tell. Hagelin. It's Carl Hagelin, sorry. 2.5 left here in the first period, no score. All right, here come the Blackhawks. Through center ice. Kubalik working, gets it in front, and can't handle the pass. Samsonov skips it away. Kubalik behind the goal. Scarbosa has it for Washington. Outlet pass to Sprong. Oh, McMichael gets in front of the defense. Can't. Fleury with a save. Sprong with a shot that Fleury saves as well. 2 good shots. One from Connor McMichael, another from Daniel Sprong, but 2 great saves by Marc-Andre Fleury. That's the second time the Caps have gotten behind Chicago's defense here in the first period. Let's hope they can keep doing that. If they can, the puck is going to find the back of the net. Trevor Van Riemsdyk with it along the boards. Washington has had 7 scoring chances here in the first period compared to just 3 for Chicago. So Caps moving the puck better here in the first period. Unfortunately, nothing to show for it. Oh, right in front. No, a good save by Samsonov. That starts a 3-on-2 the other way. Ovechkin on the wing. Tries a toe drag, has it taken away. Off the post. Ovechkin rings the iron there. I thought it was Eller with that shot. Ovechkin hits the post with a shot. As we got 50 seconds left here in the first period. Slapper from Brett Connolly. It is wide. It goes all the way back into the Blackhawks into the ice. Takeaway by the Caps. Faravari over to Oshie at the point. Oshie over to Carlson. Carlson sends one in. Easy save for Fleury. Connor Sherry there against the boards gets it out, but with 9 seconds left, it looks to me like, yep, first period is going to end 0-0 as we count it down. All right. End of the first period. No score between the Capitals and the Blackhawks. Caps do a pretty good job of being active in that period. They outshoot the Hawks 12-6. Also out-hit them 13-5. We will take a break during intermission, and we'll see you on the other side as we get ready to start the second. Score here after one. Washington 0, Chicago 0. It's the Capitals Watchalong against the Blackhawks right here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Welcome back, everybody. Second period has just started. I'm Bob Matthews. We are glad that you are here with us for the watch along. Welcome to everybody that's tuning in tonight. We've got a nice little crowd going here and a tight game. Nothing as we start the second period. Caps got 20 legitimate shots on goal there in the first. Didn't come away with anything off Marc-Andre Fleury, but if they keep the pressure up like this, eventually they are going to be able to break through. Let me get your stats up here for you so you can keep track of everything thanks to flashscore.com. And there we have it. All right, Caps have rolled it down into the Hawks end of the ice, and we got an icing call. So we will get going from there. As always, if you haven't commented yet and you want to, feel free. Reed, does this one actually work? I say to you, Reed, it does. And we're damn glad to have you here with us. We're all just hanging out, we're watching the Caps and the Blackhawks, and we're having a good time. So everybody out there, pull up a chair. I am happy to have you here with us, and we'll try to give you some decent commentary along the way. Caps through center ice. Ovechkin loses it. Hawks get it back. Can't clear it, though. Caps from the point. Wrister deflected down. Eller's got it in the corner. Eller is able to get it out to Jensen, but Jensen can't hang on to it. Goes back to the Caps on the ice through the neutral zone and across center again. That is Mallenstein, who has it along the corner, battling with a couple of Blackhawks there. Wrister from the point. Nothing is blocked. Caps keep control of the puck, though. Ovechkin dumps it in behind Fleury's goal. Fleury's got it, and he gets it to his mates. Patrick Kane. Kane gets it through center ice. It's now against the boards here on the Caps end of the goal. Long range or no good. Samsonov with an easy save there. And it is behind the goal. And we have got a penalty. And it looks like Caps are going to have their first power play here tonight. Yep. Yeah, that would be a hook. So Trevor Riemsdyk draws a penalty here as Jonathan Taves goes to the penalty box. 2 minutes for hooking for the Blackhawks captain. Yes, Josh is absolutely right. Drop a sub and a like for us, will you? We would definitely appreciate it. And again, don't forget to go and download the podcast at the Hockey Podcast Network's website. It's real easy to find. It's the Bob Matthews Podcast. So look for a bald guy with glasses on, the picture of him, and you'll be in good shape. All right, Caps have it. Carlson at the point. Inside, Hawks can't clear it. Ovechkin can't come up with it along the boards. It is kicked back out wide, and Caps have it. Backstrom isolating, looking for somebody. They try to get it over to Ovechkin in the office. Doesn't work. So Nicholas Backstrom, who was not playing on the penalty kill, is on the power play. And the Hawks clear it. 1 minute left in the Capitals' first power play of the night. Not a real great power play as of yet. Let's see if they can. Ovechkin slap shot, and he scores. Alex Ovechkin puts the Capitals on top 1-0. A wicked slapper past Marc-Andre Fleury. And look at that. Nicholas Backstrom, first game of the year back from injury, and he gets an assist. Nice play. Oh, just pretty. Oshie. So it was Backstrom, Oshie, Ovechkin. Yeah, Fleury had absolutely no chance on that one. Career power play goal number 274 for Ovechkin, and of course moves him one closer to Wayne Gretzky. By the way, that let's see, tied Dave Andreychuk for most power play goals all time. All right, we've just passed the 4-minute mark of the second. Again, 1-0 Capitals on an Alex Ovechkin power play goal, which is encouraging because most of all these goals have been 5-on-5 this year, and yet you wait for him to up in front rebound. Wow, 2 great saves by Samsonov. Really, really nice after the Caps gave up the puck right in front of him. So, like I was saying, Ovechkin, the majority of his goals have been, 5-on-5 situations, which, I mean, is great. But it's interesting because, obviously what you want is Ovi setting up there in his office on the power play and just, launching howitzers from there. Hasn't really been that effective so far this year. But one of the reasons he's still one of the league's leading goal scorers is because he's done so well in 5-on-5 advantages, which, the power play goals are going to come at some point in time. Yeah, officially they credit Oshie and Backstrom with the assists on this one. Ed Whistle 1-on-1 with Orlov. Orlov's able to stop him. Sends the puck into the boards. Fourth line on the ice here for the Caps. Scarabosa has it at center. He feeds it on into the Chicago zone. Seth Jones picks it up for the Blackhawks. Taken away by Sprong. Jensen trying to shake Ed Whistle. Can't do it. Around the boards. There's Orlov with it. A shot by Scarabosa. I'm sorry, that was Connor McMichael with a shot that Fleury had to turn away. We've talked before about what kind of tough luck Connor McMichael's had this year. Even though he's, the rookie's got 3 goals, but still, ton of scoring opportunities that he's just been robbed of so far this year. All right, back of the Caps goal here. Protus has it, loses it. Kane for the Blackhawks. Winds it around the boards here. Protus breaks that up. Caps have a 2-on-2 advantage here with the puck. Nice toe drag by Ovechkin. Feeds it to Protus. Protus clangs it off the post. And back come the Blackhawks. Hagel through center. Nothing doing. Van Riemsdyk turns it away. Gets it back. Caps try to bring it back the other way. Eller. Feed. Slot pass not going to work. Too slow. Blackhawks steal. Get it back. Kane. Nice pass. With to break it. Back to Kane, but the Caps are able to break it up. The Capitals 14-3-2 this year when scoring first in a game. So, playing the odds. Strome working in. It's a 5-on-5 situation. A long wrister that Sammy easily gloves, and we got a stoppage. They're going to have a face-off here right in front of them. So with 12:13 left in the first period, 12:30 left in the first period, the Capitals have a 1-0 lead on Chicago. Let's take a look, see how stats look here as we're about 8 minutes here into the second period. 16 shots officially on goal for Washington, 9 for the Blackhawks. The block shots are even at 7 apiece. Samsonov's only made 9 saves and Fleury 15. The one goal was a power play goal for the Capitals. Face-offs, as you can see, Blackhawks lead it by a count of 9-7. But the Capitals are the more physical team with 18 hits compared to just 8 for Chicago. Andrew, how are you? I am doing well. I hope you had a good day. Yep, wasn't too bad. It was busy, but busy is good, so we always like busy. But I hope you had a good day too, Andrew. As we are just waiting for the start of play here again. Go ahead and put those stats back up for you so you guys can take a look at that as we wait for play to resume. Well, that's interesting. Marc-Andre Fleury has actually given up the most goals to Alex Ovechkin. That was the 25th goal that Ovi has scored against Marc-Andre Fleury. He does have company, that is for sure. All right, back through center. Here come the Caps again. Trevor Van Riemsdyk's pass is intercepted. Blackhawks get it back, and they will come the other way. Through center ice was DeHaan. He loses it. Hagelin against the glass. Tries to get it through center to Mallenstein. Mallenstein is wrapped up there with Seth Jones. Blackhawks take it away. Patrick Kane, outlet pass, knocked away. Mallenstein with it against the boards, comes away with it, tries a centering pass, so that's knocked away. He's got it back behind the boards. Dmitry Orlov gets it along the glass, winds it around to Hagelin. Hagelin gets it to Mallenstein. Mallenstein back to Hagelin behind the goal. And Backstrom's out there with that line. So as you can see, Laviolette's kind of tinkering with things in game. Connor Sherry back behind the Blackhawks goal. Backstrom is Sherry looking for Oshie. Oshie winds up, gets it blocked, but it goes right back to Backy. Oshie cycling on around. And Caleb Jones clears it out for the Blackhawks. Now, just so you know, Jacob and Andrew are conversing here on the live stream. 2 or 3 Red Bulls. Good Lord, son. Be up all night. All right, Eller wins the faceoff. Shot saved by Fleury. Knocks it all the way out. Boy, somebody had one point blank there. Murphy, outlet pass to Kurashev was a really nice pass, but Blackhawks can't do anything with it as the Caps tie him up on the boards. Turnover. Oof. Close. Taves got it right in front of Samsonov, and Sammy was able to avoid disaster there and kept it out. Yep, Taves was able. Boy, nice swipe. Taves got it away from Ovechkin. All right. Blackhawks control the face-off. Taves, shot, saved by Samsonov. Ooh, Connolly had one that kind of knuckled towards the goal. Sammy had to brush it aside. Caps get it back. They got a 3-on-2 break. Hagelin can't handle it. It's against the glass, tied up. Caps get it back. Try to wind it against the glass. Now Hagelin behind. Dowd gets it. Mallinston, shot, saved by Fleury. And the Hawks clear it. Jensen sends it in. Fleury sticks it aside. Tries to control it. They do. Hawks coming back the other way. Back pressure from Alexei Protas, though, breaks it up. Through center ice. Blackhawks get it back. DeBrincat has it poked away. Caps come back the other way. From a bad angle, no shot there for, I think that was Van Riemsdyk. Up to Faravari. Steered away by Seth Jones. Carlson with a rocket right on Fleury. Fleury makes a save, and then a second one on the rebound, and we get a stoppage there. We'll have a face-off. Boy, Marc-Andre Fleury looks sharp tonight. I mean, really, really sharp tonight. As he stopped Connor McMichael on that one. All right. Got another stoppage in play. Caps lead this one with 8:30 left in the second period at 1-0. As you're watching this live Capitals Watchalong right here on the Hockey Podcast Network. And we're back. We're getting the face off here in just a second. Almost. I still have to get my wife's present, Andrew. I have not done that yet, but I am doing it this week. Promise. Well, don't be. I am glad you want the Caps to win. I want the Caps to win too. So we are on the same. We're singing from the same sheet of music there. All right, face-off won by Chicago, but the Capitals quickly get it back. In front, Ovechkin with a wide-open shot and a great save by Marc-Andre Fleury. Wow, good sequence there for the Capitals. Blackhawks coming back the other way. They got room. Carlson is able to stop it, and there was a shot there that went wide of Samsonov. Patrick Kane now in front. Kane, Strome, and we get a penalty call against Washington here. So the Blackhawks going back on the power play here in a minute. Yeah, nice pass by Kane there. So it's 2-minute hooking call for Martin Ferravari. On the wall, Kane. So Hawks working it in here. No go. Hagelin clears it, and Hagelin's got himself a one-on-one shorthanded situation. Just going to dump it against the wall. Eller's got it now. So they run off about 30 seconds here on this power play. Don't forget, you can comment as always. Just drop us a comment. Although Robert, for some reason, Robert's not liking our watch-along here, guys. He's not liking our stream. This is duller than Mike Emmerich, huh? And yet, Robert, you're watching. So this, I do not understand. If it's that dull, I'd change the channel if I were you. Or, go somewhere else. Nobody's forcing you. All right, Chicago's got 53 seconds left on the power play here. Doc against the board and is kind of in a scrum with, I think, everybody that's on the ice for the Caps at the moment. All right. The Blackhawks get it back out here, trying to set something up with 30 seconds left in the power play. Seth Jones, Kane to Seth Jones, Jones back to Kane. Kane winds up, shot, saved by Sammy, who has been very, very sharp today. That was the first shot of this power play. So some good defense by the Capitals here on this one. All right, 6:17 left, first period. Capitals have outshot the Blackhawks 21-12 at this point. They lead this game 1-0. If you're the Blackhawks, you got to feel good about that. I mean, you've been almost doubled up in shots, and yet you're only down a goal. And Nick Dowd has just been called for tripping for 2 minutes. That's with 17 seconds left on this first power play. So the Blackhawks are going to have a 5-on-3 advantage here for 17 seconds, and then they'll have another 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. So the penalty killers are going to be on the ice for an extended period here. It's Orlov, Eller, and I can't tell. Looks like John Carlson out there for these 30 seconds, for these 20 seconds or whatever it is. In front, and it will be for long. A Blackhawks goal. Yeah, you did feel that coming. Alex DeBrincat with the goal. And, I mean, this was just set up perfectly. Completely outmatched here. Kane with a great feed to DeBrincat. And we have us a tie ball game, 1-1. Well, here we go. Now it gets interesting. 1-1 here. And now, because it was scored on the 5-on-3, you've still got a man advantage here to go. So the Caps have to kill off yet another penalty. And here come the Hawks on a rush. Right on in, and they score. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? Kurashev right in front of the net, and it just trickles past. I thought Samsonov had the save for a second, but it just trickles past him. Yep. Yeah, just enough of it squirts through Samsonov's pads. All right, well, so now in the space of about 30 seconds, it's gone from a 1-0 Caps lead to a 2-1 Blackhawks lead. Yeah, so that pass coming in went off of Jensen's skate. Doc's passed it off of Jensen's skate right to Kurashev. Kurashev's just able to get it through the pads of Samsonov. And the Blackhawks now have the lead 2-1 and the momentum as well. Well, they look a lot sharper now all of a sudden and a lot more active. Snapshot in front, scores! Another one for the Blackhawks. Wow. And I believe that was Estewile. Man, oh man. I mean, Samsonov has looked great all game. Yep, that was Erstwhistle. Mackenzie Erstwhistle with that third goal. I mean, this has been a complete and total breakdown here in the matter of a minute and a half for the Caps. I mean, this is unbelievable. Yeah, Sammy's looked great tonight. Right up until about the 6:40 mark of this period. Yeah, 3 goals in 34 seconds for the Hawks. Caps need to settle down here. And see, that's, there's a situation. So you got to make the most of your chances. They've outshot them. They doubled them up shots wise right up until that point, but with only a 1-0 lead. And, and so all of a sudden now, in the space of 30 seconds, and a bad power play, you're down 2 goals. Ovechkin with it in front. Shot won't go. Eller with the rebound for Washington. Looking for somebody. And that's why a goalie like Marc-Andre Fleury is worth his weight in gold. Fleury has single-handedly kept the Blackhawks in this game up until now. And now he's got a 2-goal lead that he can work with. All right, back to neutral ice. Ferravari's got it. Gets it to Sprong. Sprong to Ovechkin. Ovechkin tries to get it to Scarabosa. That doesn't work. Blackhawks get it back. Scarbosa gets it back, working it behind the glass. Protas looking for somebody. Can't find anybody. Clears it out to center ice where Carlson gets it over to Ferravari. Ferravari dumps it in. Protas in front. Shot. Deflected. No. It's in front. We got us a scrum. We got a tie-up. Mm. 3:48 left in the second period. Blackhawks lead the Caps 3-1. Andrew, I really rather not scroll up, if you know what I mean. No, I'll fix that. Sorry about that. There you go. You can see the stats there, and the Blackhawks have definitely flipped some things as we get ready for the final 3.5 minutes of the first period. Here, I'll put those up there so you guys can take a gander at them while we wait for the play to resume. All right, so we're back and we are ready to go here. You're watching the Hockey Podcast Network's live watch along as the Washington Capitals are taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. Andrew, I had macaroni and gravy for dinner tonight. Made some homemade gravy, some meatballs. It was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And thank you for asking. All right. Kurashev's first goal of the year, DeBrinket's 15th. And that is why the Blackhawks are leading this one 3-1 at this point. Face-off won by Washington. Oshie is able to get it out to the point. They dump it on in. Shot. Fleury gloves it away. Backstrom tries to clear it out. Can't do it. Here come the Blackhawks because they got a 3-on-2. Carlson's able to snuff it out. Cagle. Shot. Goes wide of Sammy. Some heavy hitting between DeHaan and Sherry there. And we got a whistle. And we got a trip. And the Caps are going to go to the power play. Yeah, DeHaan's going to the box. 2 minutes for tripping on Sherry. Oh, did you? You know, I don't know if that was our youngest or if that was my wife. They're downstairs watching the Survivor finale right now. So apparently something happened that was unexpected there. So they were quite surprised. I'm not sure what it was. Yes, Bob actually has 2 kids, Jacob. One graduated from college earlier this year, and the second one is a sophomore at UNC Chapel Hill. So there you go. All right, Caps on the power play here. Let's see if they can get one back. Sherry playing a 2-man game with Ovechkin. Ovechkin up to the point to Carlson. Carlson on around to Ovi. Slap shot, gloved by Fleury. Yeah, that was real nice. Carlson up there on the point and kind of with that fake that was able to get Ovechkin open. Mezzo, Andrew. I used to watch it a lot. I haven't watched it in quite a few years. It kind of ran its course for me, but my kids and my wife both love it. They are obsessed with it, as the kids would say. Watch it every week. They actually got a friend that really, really wants to audition for it. So yeah, they watch it every week and they discuss it. All right, 1:16 left in the power play. Download to Sherry. Sherry back up. Backstrom feeds it in. No go, and it is cleared by the Blackhawks. Carlson will go and chase it. Caps across center ice. Lars Eller. Eller passes it back behind him. Nobody's home, and the Blackhawks clear it. 1:55 left in the second. 3-1 Chicago on the strength of 3 goals in literally 34 seconds. Eller. Second wave of the man advantage here. Sprong back to Eller. Eller up to the point to Schultz. Set it down low. Back up top to Eller. Schultz over to Ovi. Ovi can't get a shot off. Now he does. Wrister won't go. Sprong in front won't go. Two good saves there by Connor Sherry, and we got a stoppage. All right, we got a missed draw, so we are going to do it again. Seth Jones is going to clear this one, and that should do it for the power play, and it does. 1:14 left. Second period. Caps trail 3-1 against Chicago. Strome working down low. Taves. Strome right in front. And Samsonov is able to stick it away. Strome on the crisscross. Eller, no good. No go. Back down low. Sprong has it behind the goal. Brings it out. Snapper, he scores! Wicked wrist shot from Daniel Sprong. Nice job, Daniel Sprong. Beats Marc-Andre Fleury. That was a hell of a shot from Spronger. And we got us a 3-2. It is now a 3-2 game. Woo! That was pretty. Fleury didn't know where it was. Fleury did not know where it was. Short side, and I don't know how that got through. I mean, Sprong just ripped it. I seriously don't know how that one got past Fleury. It was to the short side. Fleury had the entire goal blocked. No idea. Well, Sprong's been a healthy scratch for a number of games in a row here. Peter Laviolette said he wants him to play more, he wants a more end-to-end game out of him. That's what Laviolette demands out of his players, and I guess they didn't feel Sprong was giving it to him for a while. Be glad he's got him in there tonight. That shows you the kind of talent Sprong's got. All right, in front again. Caps got something working here with 11 seconds left, but no. Blackhawks get it away, dump it in, and it looks like the period will end after Kubalik with a shot that got blocked there at the horn. 3-2, though. Caps get one back after Chicago scores 3 goals within a 34-second time frame in the second period. We go to the third now, end of the second period. 3-2, Chicago over Washington. Glad you are along with us. Hey, that's right. Before we go to break, interesting. Outside with Jay, after the last Chicago goal said, hey, all we need is one more goal this period for a push. So, Jay, you got that. I am assuming a push was good for you. Only 2 outcomes from my bet now. Hey, Jay, I'm with you. I hope you win it. Let's take a break. We will see you at the start of the third period, end of the second now. Caps trail this one 3-2 over the Blackhawks. It is the live Capitals watch along right here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Sorry about that. Didn't realize we were muted. Again, third period. Caps trail at 3-2 as we start, and the Capitals are on a power play as Mackenzie Whistle goes to the box on a power play. Caps 1 for 2 on the power play with 4 shots so far tonight. That one is off of the netting, and we will get a face-off. As I was saying, the Caps have pretty much dominated this game from the start, with the exception of 34 seconds in the second period when Chicago scored 3 straight goals. Blackhawks win the face-off. Taves buried by Backstrom, but Hawks are able to clear it down. Caps have started again. 1:36 left on the power play as John Carlson brings it across center ice. Taken away, and the Hawks clear it.
Now on the COVID-19 protocol list, same for Garnet Hathaway, who remains there. Capitals getting Van Riemsdyk and Dow back off the COVID-19
Capitals got Trevor Van Riemsdyk and Nick Dowd off the COVID list today. Well, you get it because Kuznetsov went on it. All right, Carlson starts it up. Over to Ovechkin. A slapper saved by Fleury. And it is cleared down halfway through the power play. Caps with a couple of shots, but no goal.
Ovechkin's put one heat seeker past him back in the second period.
All right, Eller brings it down to Sprong. Sprong to Orlov. Orlov up to the point. And a little 2-on-2 there. Slapper by Schultz goes just wide. Rebound Sprong. He keeps it in. And they'll set it up again. Orlov up top to Schultz. Schultz over to Ovi. Long wrister goes wide. And the Hawks have a 2-on-1 breakaway here. But broken up by Justin Schultz. Nice play, but it's not going to be enough. Blackhawks clear it, and it appears they will successfully clear off this second power play. Eller on the drive, gets it to center ice and across. Here comes Jensen. Jensen, snapper that Fleury is able to glove out of the air for a face-off. Kind of showing a replay of the Ovechkin slap shot on the power play. It was a really, really hard shot.
Somehow Fleury finds a puck as it goes around the screener. Jensen among the top 6 in the NHL in plus minus, of which there are 3 Caps, by the way. Ovechkin and Orlov in that group as well.
Blackhawks control the face-off here. DeBrincat was able to get behind the fence for just a second. Shot by the Capitals. It goes wide. Caps have it. Malenstein behind the goal. Malenstein up to Faravari. Faravari shot on goal, save by Fleury. 16:35 to go in the third. It is 3-2 Chicago.
When they will be, but nor can Riemsdyk or Van Riemsdyk or Dowd play in the game Friday in Winnipeg. Canada has a mandatory 14-day isolation.
Interesting. I did not know that. So Joe Bettinati and Craig Lachlan were talking about the fact that even though Dowd and Van Riemsdyk came off of the COVID list today, they can't play in the Caps' next game, which is in Winnipeg, because Canada says you got to be clear for 14 days. So I would imagine we'll be getting some call-ups from Hershey here in the next day or so. Protas the other way gets to Van Riemsdyk. Dumps it in behind the goal. Caps set it up again. Carlson fakes the slapper, tries to get it to Protas, doesn't work. Blackhawks clear.
This Hawks team 10,
Boy, you'd hate to drop this game tonight. This is one you would think you would have been an easy one for you. As Chicago's at 7th in their division. Ovechkin. Pass off the dock, out of play, and here we go again.
At PenFed, we've got great rates for everyone. Dog walkers? Everyone. Bus drivers? Everyone. Cookie makers? Everyone. Plastic plant testers? Whether you're in uniform or not. Weed whacker guys? Our thanks to the good people at PenFed. All of our generous sponsors, the NHL and NBC Sports.
Face-off won by the Blackhawks. Try to clear it. Can't do it. Eller ties it up along the board. Sends it on in. Blackhawks to try again. Doc's behind the cage. All right. Here come the Caps. Schultz gets it out to Ovi at the blue line, taken away by Chicago. 2-on-2 in front. Great save, Samsonov. I think that was Kubalik that shot that rocket that Samsonov was able to save. And it looks like we also have, no, that was Erstwhistle with the yeah. Ed Whistle has been just a monster tonight. He's been all over the place. Lars Eller got called, by the way, for a slash. So it's a power play for the Blackhawks here, who obviously have done fairly well tonight on it. But the Caps take it away, clear it into Chicago's end of the ice. Dowd giving chase to it. Blackhawks rewind. Kane on the move through center ice. Over to Taves. Taves to Jones. Hawks try to set it up here. Hagel on an interchange with Kane. Back up to Jones at the point. DeBrincat tries to get a shot off. Can't do it. Hagelin takes it away to Dowd. 3-on-2 rush for the Caps. Dowd fans on it. It's sticked away by Fleury. Caps still have it. Hagelin looking in front for Carlson and broken up by Kane. Well, almost a shorty there for the Caps again. Second really good chance, shorthanded chance tonight. Kubalik at point position, dumps it in. 38 seconds left on the power play. Faravari to the corner. Caps clear it to center ice. Can't get it any further than that. Here come the Hawks. 5-on-4 now. Doc's in back of the net. Kubalik to Doc, back to Kubalik, back to Doc. They're playing a two-man game here. And the Caps break it up and clear it to center ice. Schultz on out. Caps have killed off the power play. Oshie on the wing has it lost. Here come the Blackhawks. Caps break up the rush. Coming back the other way. Connor McMichael gets it to Orlov. Orlov to Sprong. Saved by Fleury. Kicks it out. Nice play. Just couldn't put it past Fleury. Nice rush by the Blackhawks to get Brett Connolly almost scoring a goal. Samsonov just got a stick on it. Play remains alive, though. Up top to Dahan, and a save by Samsonov. End to end here in the third period. 3-2, 12-14 left in the third period. Blackhawks with a 1-goal advantage. Take a quick break and show you the stats here. as play will resume in about a minute and a half right here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Andrew, one of these days I'm going to get that. One of these days I'm going to figure that one out, guys. 10:36, third period. Still 3-2 Chicago. Cap's going to try and tie this one up here. Cap's got to do something here. It's Doc's behind the glass there, behind the goal there. Snapshot on the way. It is blocked. Protas behind the goal. Chicago gets it back. Here's Van Riemsdyk with it. Alexi Protas gets it back to Van Riemsdyk. Caps start the run now. Scarboza over to McMichael. McMichael shot won't go. Rebound, and Protas couldn't get control of it and get a shot on goal. That's too bad because he might have had a chance there. All right, Jensen retains possession there and back to the Caps goal. Gets it back out. They dump it in behind the Blackhawks goal. Jones can't clear it. Washington trying to keep it in. Orlov center ice with it. Looking for somebody, is able to get it to Jensen, but Jensen has to retreat to the faceoff circle. And we got a stoppage in play, and it looks like we might have a penalty. All right, TV timeout. We'll get you back here in 1 second. 9:12 to go. Blackhawks lead this one 3-2 over Washington. And you're watching the live watch along right here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Welcome back. So 3-2 here as we wind our way through the third period. And as if you have noticed, I remembered to unmute the mic this time. So halfway through the third, there you see the stats. Again, the Capitals have been in control most of the game, with the exception of those 34 seconds there in the second, and that's been the difference. That's, a little bit of brilliance there by the Blackhawks, and that's why the Caps are looking up at a 3-2 score here and a deficit as we have crossed the midway point of the third period. 9 minutes left, 3-2 Chicago. Yeah, it's still 21-14 in favor of the Caps for scoring chances, but they can't get that fourth goal. Blackhawks in front, but Samsonov is able to save it off. And now we're coming back the other way. Sprong has to dump it in. All right, Seth Jones gives it up to Carlson. Carlson with a long pass to Sprong. Can't hit him. Blackhawks get it back. To the outside. Nice shot from Chicago, but Samsonov is able to stick it aside, and now the Caps with a 4-on-3 rush. Eller dumps it off to Oshie. Oshie back to Eller. He scores! Great give and go there, and Lars Eller makes this a 3-3 game. Yep, and Eller is able to get that pass flurry as he is going down to the ice. Really, really nice. Yep, a rolling puck just kind of gets past Marc-Andre Fleury. He is probably not too thrilled with that one, but hey, the Caps will take it. So 8:03 left in the game, 3-3. And Samantha Pell of the Washington Post is sitting in the press box in Chicago saying, "Oh joy, another overtime game." Let's hope now. Let's see if the Caps can win this one in regulation for us. All right, we got a stoppage in play, and it's going to be a face-off in the Blackhawks end of the ice. Ovechkin is coming out with McMichael, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't see who the third forward was. Lars Eller has now scored a goal in 3 straight games. Sprong. So you got Ovechkin, McMichael, and Sprong as your forwards out there right now. as I said, Laviolette kind of mixing and matching the lines. The Sprong started the night on the fourth line and now playing with the first. 7.5 to go. DeBrincat shot and saved by Samsonov. DeBrincat with a nice little takeaway there, but Sammy was able to stop him. Caps on the rush again. They dump it back, and back is Chicago's goal. By the way, that Oshie assist was his second of the game. Pretty good, solid game for TJ Oshie tonight. All right, Jensen trying to work it through center ice. He does, but he loses it. Here come the Hawks. Hagel, no. Goes wide. Mallenstein picking up a long pass there. Not able to control it, and the Blackhawks have it back. Caleb Jones on the rush to Kurashev. Kurashev back to Seth Jones, who dumps it behind the glass. And we got a tripping penalty on the Caps. TJ Oshie not happy about that. Yeah, he kind of got the right foot at Taves there. All right, this is a big kill for the Caps. They've come back. They've tied this thing at 3. We got 6:18 left in the game. You kill this off, the chances increase exponentially. You're able to, at the very least, go to overtime. All right, Caps on the face-off here, but they're not able to clear it. Seth Jones at the point. Come on in. Oh, just missed. Great save by Samsonov. There was an open net there, and Chicago. It hung there for it seemed like 5 minutes. Not able to put it in. Yeah, the puck actually got in back of Samsonov, but it trickled past the net. .145 left in the power play. It is 3-3 here in the third. Capitals clear it out. All right, Washington changes its penalty killers here. We got 1:16 left on the power play. Kane brings it across center ice. Carlson. Hagel on the boards to Kane, now in the back of the net. A lot of time here. A lot of time spent. The Capitals are spending on their own end of the ice. In front, shot, he scores. Alex DeBrincat again. And that gives the Hawks a 4-3 lead here with 5 minutes left in the third. By the way, I think somebody up here predicted, didn't somebody predict 4-3 Hawks when this game started? Who was it? I got to go back through all the comments here. I know that I saw a 4-3 prediction. Oh, yeah. Jacob, you're on it right now. You got the winning ticket at 4-3. That was from earlier today, or earlier tonight. Let's see how it turns out. Caps need one to tie. Did you bet on it, Jacob? Carpenter opens up right on Samsonov, save. And here come the Caps back the other way. Ovechkin, 2-on-2. Backstrom, snapper, gloved right out of the air by Fleury. Yeah, really. Aha! Well, there you have it. All right, I did. Well, you know what, Jacob? It's still a hell of a call there. All right, we got a stoppage in play, 4-3 as we come down the stretch here. Caps need a goal to tie to bring this one into overtime. My mistake, Jacob. Yeah, I think you'd get in a little bit of trouble there with your folks if you tried to lay some action on this. It's all right, though, young fella. Your time will come. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you like to watch with us, though. Look at that shot. Look at those shots on goal totals for the Caps. 40 shots on goal. Fleury stopped 37 of them. That keeps you in the game. Yeah. Just the Caps' luck that Fleury was really, really on tonight. All right. Here we go. Here we go. 4:30 left in the game. Blackhawks lead at 4-3. Ovechkin with the wraparound that Fleury stops, and we got a stoppage in play. Interesting. The 3 power play goals Chicago has, DeBrincken's got 2 of them tonight. Oops, sorry, moved the camera again. My fault. Carpenter on the draw with Eller. The Blackhawks win it. They got it behind the goal. Caps pressing now as they are chasing this game. Ovechkin centering. Nobody home. Blackhawks get it back. Cleared into the Caps end. Eller has it now. Eller brings it through the neutral zone, cross center ice. Everybody gets on sides. Carlson trying to get open. Up top to Ferravari. Ferravari back to Carlson. Carlson sends it in. Nobody home. Goes to the boards. Tied up, and Chicago clears it to the Capitals end of the ice. Faravari gets it, winds it around to Carlson. Carlson back towards center ice. Backstrom. And now it comes back the other way. All right. Schultz has it. 3:24 left in the game. Still 4-3 Chicago. Oshie can't control it. It's back to Fleury. Fleury is going to cover it up. We get ourselves a face-off. Another face-off won by the Blackhawks. Frozen against the boards, though. Cap's trying to dig it out of there. Can't do it. Hagel scoops it up, gets it across center ice. Caps recovered to their end. Schultz along the boards. Schultz, shot, blocked. Oshie, rebound, no good. Orlov to Sherry. Oshie looking for somebody. Gets it to Orlov along the glass. Orlov looking for somebody. Gets it up to the point. Caps start the cycle again. Orlov shot in. Rebound. Nobody there. Schultz back behind the glass. And Caleb Jones clears it into the Caps end. 2:20 left in the game. We'll see when Samsonov gets pulled. You got to figure it's got to be here in a second. It wasn't this rush down, so I would imagine the next one. McMichael in the corner. Can't get it. All right, we got 2 minutes left. Carlson to Faravari, back to Carlson. And they can't get it. Sammy's still in the net because the Caps can't put it down into Chicago's end of the ice. Now Samsonov goes to the bench. So we got us an empty net. And we get a stoppage in play. We'll have a face-off on Washington's end of the ice. I would imagine that's going to bring Samsonov back out. Excuse me, guys. It's been a little bit of a long day. Blackhawks win it. Samsonov plays it to Carlson, and now here we go. Samsonov is back off the ice, and the Caps got an extra skater. Murphy using the boards clears it, and who's Blackhawks down there? Caps get it back. They're going to try for an odd man rush. Can't do it. McCabe tries to clear it. Can't do it. Sherry's got it in the corner. Sherry, Backstrom, Carlson at the point. Over to Ovechkin. Nothing doing. Carlson up top. Backstrom. Snapper. Ooh, good save by Fleury there. That one had a chance. Caps still have it. Backstrom. Down to Sherry. Spun out of there and just misses the goal. So 39 seconds left. We get an icing call. Face off back down on the Blackhawks end of the ice. Looks like the Caps have taken a timeout here. Set something up with 39 seconds left. (4-3) Chicago, 39 seconds left. Chicago rode a wave of 34 seconds of brilliant hockey in the second period where they scored 3 goals. First one at the end of a 5-on-3. second one on the ensuing 5-on-4 power play, and then they got a equal strength goal on the ensuing faceoff. Caps came back, tied it up at 3. Blackhawks get another power play in the third and take the lead again. That was the second fastest 3 goals in team history allowed by the Capitals. Fastest being 29 seconds at Pittsburgh back in 1993. Final 35 seconds. Blackhawks clear it, but the Caps get it back in their end of the ice. Long pass, turnover. Here come the Hawks. 22 seconds left in the game. Remember, there's an empty net here. All right, Capitals get it back. Last rush of the game, most likely. Oshie getting in, nothing doing. Blackhawks again with it. 9 seconds left. 7. Ovechkin shot blocked in front. Scores! How about that? And I think it was Lars Eller, too, with 3 seconds left in the game. How about it? All right, Ovi, a rebound that I think actually it was Connor Sherry that's going to get credit for it. Let's see it again. Ovechkin, pass inside, Sherry. Yeah, Connor Sherry. Ovechkin will get the primary assist, and I'm about 90% sure it was Connor Sherry there. How about that, huh, guys? All right, they're going to look at it real quick, but I don't see. Oh, they're looking to see if it's offsides or not. Yep, it is close. I don't know. Is there going to be enough to review? Is there going to be enough to reverse it? That's the question. Potential offsides against TJ Oshie. Let's see what they call here. Taking a while. All right, we got our decision. Let's see. Good goal. And we are going to overtime in about 3 seconds, courtesy of Samantha Pell of the Washington Post. All right, here we go. Overtime. We'll do a little 3-on-3 yet again. Good game. No matter how it turns out. Really, really good game. Man, oh man. All right. So we go to overtime, 5 minutes of 3-on-3. If that doesn't work, we will go to a shootout. So we're back. Connor Sherry getting credit for that goal there, and that ties the game at 2, and we are going to overtime. A 5-4 overtime win for the Chicago Blackhawks. That is going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you did enjoy it. Remember, check out the Bob Matthews podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. Again, your final score, Blackhawks win it 5-4 over the Caps. I'm Bob Matthews. Thank you so much for watching the Watch Along with us, and we will see you next time. So long, everybody.